Okie dokie, ho ho! Let's go!
Hey guys, it's Retrohead here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm off to Attleborough to go to Omegas Emporium because they have a buy one get one free sale. So you buy all games under a fiver, buy one get one free. So say you have one £5 game, one £3 game. You pay the £5 for the £5 game and get the £3 game free, which is a really good deal. As at the minute I'm trying to fill out my PS1 collection, and he's got loads of cheap PS1 games in that I'm after at the minute. So let's go to Omegas Emporium and see what we can find. But just before we head off, please leave a like, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But without further ado, let's go to Omegas Emporium. Now this time I actually had to go to Attleborough for a bit of a different reason, like not gaming related, so I only had a few minutes in Omegas Emporium, so I literally just had to film the PS1 section, as that was mostly where I was buying from. So sorry I didn't have much time to film in there, but I still have some awesome pickups to add to the collection. So as I said at the start, most of the games are for the PS1, but I did also grab two PSP games, and the first one is Dissidia Final Fantasy. Now as you can see this was £5, but ignore the pricing because I'll tell you in total, the stack of games cost £30. So yeah, we have Dissidia Final Fantasy. Now this is not a Final Fantasy game I see very often. So when I saw this in there for only a £5, I knew I wanted to pick it up. And also, it's in really, really nice condition. And this is one of those PSP games with a reversible sleeve. As you can see, if I take the manual out, you'll be able to see a little easier. It has a reversible sleeve, so you can have it whichever way you want. And the UMD is in really good condition. Now, I don't really know much about Final Fantasy, it's not really my sort of thing, but this is a game that I have wanted to try out. So to pick this up in the buy one get one deal was a great find. Let me know if you've played Final Fantasy Dissidia in the comments down below. And next up we have a PSP game that I've never seen before but really caught my eye, and that was Fading Shadows. As you can see, this one was also marked at £5. I have never seen this game before. I searched up some gameplay before I did the video, and this looks really, really cool. As you see on the front, there's a two-headed dog. I mean, that sounds pretty cool to me. And it's, again, this one is in really good condition, complete with the manual. Now, this is marked up as a £5, and I searched up when I got home on CEX. This game is £12 in CEX, and they only have currently 4 in stock at the time of recording this. So, this seems like quite an uncommon game, and not a cheap one either. So, I was really pleased to pick this up. And this is another one, you'll have to let me know what it's like, because I haven't really got any idea. I've searched up a little bit of gameplay, and it looks like an awesome game. But let me know, have you played Fading Shadows? And next up, we have this huge stack of PS1 games. Now, just before I show you what these games are, I just want to get something out of the way. If you don't often watch the channel, the PS1 is not a console that I like to go for some of the heavier hitters sometimes, as well as the cheaper ones. The PS1 is a console that I just enjoy filling out the collection with cheaper games, just because there's some really, really good cheap games on the PS1. So the most expensive one here is marked up as a £5, there's a couple of £5 ones. But they're just some really, really cool games to add to my PS1 collection. So the first game is one that I couldn't believe I didn't already have in the collection, and that is 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. Now this is obviously a James Bond game. I'm not a massive James Bond fan. I've seen quite a few of them. It's not my sort of thing, but I don't mind it. But I do really enjoy the James Bond games, so I was quite shocked when I didn't have this. The case is completely battered, but that's absolutely fine. I can replace that. We have a really, really good condition manual, and also the disc is also in really good condition. And let me know, have you played 007 Tomorrow Never Dies? In the comments down below. Next up, we have a game that I know absolutely zero about, never heard of it and never seen it before until I saw it in Omegas Emporium, and that is B-Movie on the PS1. Absolutely no idea. The front has got a big alien, UFO, helicopter, a factory on fire, I believe. I'm going to read you a little bit on the back about this one because I don't really know what to say about it. So we have flying saucers, little green men, all the invader flick chicks are here in B-Movie. Dominate the skies and protect the earth from alien domination, and then try your luck on their planet. So this sounds absolutely crazy, but for £4, complete in the box, as you can see here. Complete. Nice condition disc as well. I really, really wanted to try this game. The only thing that I did notice when I bought this is not Omegas Emporium fault at all. This sticker has been on here for a long time. But as you can see, there's a sticker there. You'd think that that would be on the case. And I don't know who did this, but this is quite bad. This sticker is actually on the actual paper insert, which is absolutely gutting, as you can see. And it looks like it's been on there for a few years. So I'm going to have to get the iron out on that. Maybe the hairdryer and see if I can get that off. If not, that might have to stay on, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, very pleased to have this game, and I cannot wait to give it a try, as it looks absolutely crazy. Next up, we have Army Men Omega Soldier. Now, when I was in there, I had all the Army games that he had, apart from this one. And also, seeing as it was called Omega Soldier in Omegas Emporium, I kind of felt like it was kind of right to buy this one. So I don't really like fighting games, but I do quite enjoy the early Army Men games on the PS1. I do have a few now and I've played when they are quite good, so I am looking forward to giving this one a go. This one is also complete in box. Next up we have a game that I'm really looking forward to try. Now if you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you know I love driving games. So when I saw Rallycross, I knew I had to pick this up because it looks so good. Now sadly this copy isn't complete, it doesn't have the manual, but I haven't really seen, I've seen this a couple of times but not very many times, so maybe think it's at least quite an uncommon game. This looks like a really solid rally game. One that I'm really looking forward to trying out. I only bought these sort of a couple of days ago, really. So I haven't had the chance to play any of them yet. But this one does look really fun. And let me know, do you have Rallycross in your collection? Now, I really enjoy playing pool in real life. So when I saw American Pool on the PS1, I knew I had to pick it up. Again, not the craziest title in the world, but I just love filling out my PS1 collection with like the cheap little games that you don't see very often. And I do not see this game very often. And like I say, really enjoy pool in real life, so I can't wait to give it a go on the PS1. Next up, we have Star Trek Invasion. Now, as you can see, I do need to remove that sticker, but at least it's not on the insert on this one. This game does look quite good. I'm not massively into Star Trek or Star Wars, really, but the game does look really good. And I have heard some good things about it. The funny thing I noticed was on the back of the case, it actually has a sticker that says Silent Hill. And then as you can see the price, $29.99. So this was obviously originally a Silent Hill case and someone bought it for $29.99. That is absolutely crazy to look back on now. But as you can see inside, this copy is in very nice condition. With the manual and its little Activision slip and a lovely condition disc. Next up we have a puzzle game that I've heard of and really wanted to try. So I was really excited when I found it in there. And that is Ballistic. Now, I have seen some gameplay footages and it looks like really good. I do really enjoy puzzle games. They're just nice little time fillers. You don't have to think about them too much. And it's the sort of game you don't have to spend ages and ages playing. You can stop at any point. And this copy is in such good condition as well. I mean, this manual is just in such good condition. It does have its little slip as well. And as you can see, it's a huge manual. Now, I know this is quite a common PS1 game, but every time I've seen this, it's either been a little bit more that I've wanted to pay, or incomplete, not very good condition. But £4 for a really good, complete copy, I'll take it. Next up, we have Breakout on the PS1. Now, again, this is a game that I've never played, but I searched up some footage before I did the video, and it looks so fun. It looks quite manic, to be honest, but it does look really good. Now, it is made by Atari, so I've got good intentions for this game. Any game that's made by Atari, in my opinion, is going to be pretty good. Moving on inside, this copy is in very nice condition as well. The case isn't bust on this one as well. Here we have the manual in really good condition, and the disc is in really good condition as well. But I absolutely love the colour of it. I really do like that blue. Again, let me know if you've played it. And then we probably have the most shovelware game on the PS1 you can get, but one that I think looks pretty cool. And that is Allstar Water Sports. Now, this is in a really good condition case, so I might recase this for a more expensive game and use like a worst case on this game. But I just really wanted to try this out. I don't really know why. I do quite like water sports games. So I am really looking forward to giving this a go. Now, the way I could tell this was so budget is I opened it up. Disc's in there absolutely fine. The manual is also here absolutely fine. But look how thin that is. I mean, they really couldn't have cared much about the manual when they made this game. Yeah, I probably know this is going to be pretty bad, but I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. And this game has kind of got me thinking, I want to know what the worst game that you've ever played is. So after this video, drop in the comments, what is the worst game you've ever played? And the final game we have this time is Soviet Strike on the PS1. As you can see, this is the Platinum copy. On PS1, I don't mind if it's Platinum or Black Label. I'm literally 50-50. On GameCube, if it's player's choice, I'm a bit like, I'd rather it be Black Label, but I don't really mind. And on PS2, I really don't like the Platinums. I really don't like the border it has around it. Anyway, I do quite like Platinum on PS1, is what I'm trying to say. My dad recently picked this up on the Sega Saturn. If you don't watch the channel, I collect for Nintendo, PlayStation and Atari. My dad collects exclusively for Sega. And we played this on the Sega Saturn. It was so good that I really wanted to have my own copy. So we haven't played this yet, but I can imagine it's going to be pretty similar to the Saturn version. Obviously, both 32-bit consoles. But yeah, I am going to give this a go on the PS1 soon. And this copy is in really good condition, as you can see. We do have the manual, which again is an absolutely massive manual in like every language imaginable. And the correct platinum disc as well. So here we have it then, all the games that are going in the collection, and I'm really, really chuffed with these. As in total, I paid £30 and they worked out only £2.50 a piece, which is really, really good. But my favourite pickup is still to come. So as we were paying, I noticed this like on the side, and I saw it was open and it didn't have anything in it. So that is this PSP box. Now, this had the original box on top. It has an original PSP box inside this Killzone sleeve. And I noticed it was empty, and he was actually selling it as an empty box, so he didn't have a PSP to put in it. And he only charged me £6 for this, so I'm absolutely chuffed with this. As you might know, in one of my recent videos, I picked up an unboxed PSP at a garage sale. Now, I paid £10 for a stack of games and this PSP, but they did say you can buy the PSP if you want for just a £5, but I bought both. I'm counting as I paid £5 for this PSP, which works absolutely fine, and £6 for this box. So I've managed to get a boxed PSP in the collection for only £11. And CEX are charging you £170 for a boxed PSP. Now, at the time, I did not know it was that much. I knew I really, really wanted the box to complete my PSP. But I had no idea that a boxed PSP was worth £170. So I am so, so pleased to have one of these in the collection. Now, I just want to show you the box in a bit more detail. It's not in the best condition by any means, but it's still pretty good. So this Killzone outer box is actually a sleeve that goes around the original box. I'll show you what I mean. So you can open this up here, like this, and then open it up here. And then inside this, and I pay £6 for the two, £6 for everything you can see. Inside is just an original PSP box. And as you can see, the sleeve has kept this protected over the years, and the box is in really good condition. And inside the box, it did come with a little bonus, and that is all of its original paperwork and baggies included. So this truly is a complete in-box PSP for only £11. And just going back to this Killzone outer box. Now, Killzone isn't really my sort of thing. I'm not massively into it. But how cool does that look? Now, I don't actually have the game to truly complete this, but the Killzone PSP game is only £2 on CEX. That is definitely doable and one that I'll be keeping my eyes open for. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and please subscribe, and let me know what was your favourite pickup of the day. Mine was definitely that PSP box, but I also can't wait to try B-Movie on the PS1, as that looks crazy but awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!